started this evening. Start with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to be here this evening to conduct the business for the town of Converse. Please be with us, do what's best for the town, be with the Charlie Kirk family as they try to get through this tragedy. In your name we pray, amen. Okay, go ahead and call the meeting to order. First item are the claims, or I'm sorry, minutes.
Motion to waive.
Motion from Tyler and a second from Don to waive the reading of the minutes and approve the minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And now it's claims.
Same.
Motion from Don, second from Tyler. Pay the claims. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. Young lady walking in, is she? Okay. Go ahead and start with the employees. Tyler Jenkins.
October 4th, I spoke with Julie. She's got that fall festival. I believe it's 10 to 4 that day. We were talking about like last year closing from Wabash down to Railroad. And then she said she may need an additional street. So she was thinking maybe there, like we do for the Christmas festival, Wabash up to the alley if need be. She said she's planning on having a bunch of vendors, but some hadn't got back with her yet, so she wasn't knowing exactly how much she'd need. And I said, once she figures out, we'll figure out something and get it to work. So
Last time I spoke to her, which is a while back. Him and Bank Dan, I was on the phone. I think she was trying to come back there. But anyway, I think she said she was expecting in the neighborhood of 120 vendors. I don't know. That's what she told me.
yeah,
A couple, 3 weeks ago. I don't know what it was. I thought that.
the 24th and 25th. We have the flea market out at the airport. So
That's what, Saturday and Sunday or Friday and Saturday or?
I think it's Saturday, Sunday, but I'll double check here. Nope, it's Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday? Okay. Anybody have any questions for Tyler Jenkins? Tyler Seats.
On this coming Monday, well, yesterday I got an email from the water tower people and they are coming in Monday to clean our water tower. So Monday, we are going to start draining it. They expect to start cleaning it on Tuesday and Wednesday and be done with the inside by Thursday so we can start filling it back up. During that time, the water pressure in the town might drop a little bit. We're gonna do a reach alert and put it on Facebook and the website, just to let everybody know.
Would that be just peak hours? When usage or?
When we drain that tank, we have to run our high service pump at the water plant nonstop. So it's real critical for us to make sure everything's going smooth during those 4 days.
So how long after it's drained will it take them to clean it and fill it back up? Couple days.
Allegedly 2 days.
Okay.
They said they're hoping to have it completely being able to refill it on Thursday and then I think we're doing something else on the outside of it. But they're talking about Thursday being done.
I thought I saw something kind of hanging down from up there today. Is that always been there? Or is that something different?
I don't know. I'll have
noticed.
to look at it.
Looked like
but
there was something kind of hanging down today when I.
if we've ever allowed anybody to put stuff up there, that could be multiple different things. But I'll look at that. Or I can have them look at it when they go up there too.
I think they leave it up there, they don't come back with it, so, but
So that's what's happening with the water tower next week. The bridge on the trail that we put that stuff down on. I went out there today. I've been going out there once a week at least. Last week I did not. This week, there's probably 7 or 8 pieces that have been torn up. I don't know if someone's messing with it, pulling them up, or if it's just coming up. I actually talked to a couple of people that were on the trail today and they said they just noticed it last week. So I'm going to
It's kind of
replace.
coincidence or ironic that there's that many pieces in such a short period of time if
Yeah.
it's just normal wear and tear, but
And there was probably 5 or 6 on the west side when you first got on there that it doesn't look like the adhesive took very well. I don't know if the weather change did something with it or anything, but you could easily pull those up and then it would kind of stop. And it looks on some of those pieces like someone's ripped it up. So I don't know if this is gonna be our answer like we thought it was. If people are just gonna tear it up or if it's just coming up on its own. But
Is that wood or synthetic?
is it wood?
Is the planks wood?
Wood.
Wood, the planks are, yeah.
Free moisture coming up through the
Wood,
wood.
more expansion, contraction, heat of the day, expand and then
And they're-
contract at night.
They're
That is
also
a
very
50-degree night.
uneven too. So when you're trying to put it down there, it's not a flat surface,
Right.
it's rugged and rigid and so I don't really have an answer. I'm just gonna replace what's,
Were those planks water sealed or anything to protect them?
not that I'm aware of.
they were a while back. We had those, when Jake was here, probably been 3 or 4 years ago. He took the kids, I think, out there one day on that school day and then they sprayed water seal on the bridge, I remember. But that's been 3 or 4 years ago, I guess.
Mhm.
Oil's still there though. That'd be hard to stick to.
Mhm.
So like I said, I'll replace what's missing. It probably won't be next week. It'll probably be the week after and then we'll evaluate it again in a few weeks and see how that goes. I have my IDEM application letter into them to take my water test. I have to wait to hear back from them. It can take about 6 weeks from the time they receive it, and that was about a month ago, so hopefully soon I'll be able to take my water test, just to give you guys a little heads up. And the common area that we talked about last time with the water spigot, the yard faucet, we got a new one in. We're gonna replace it. We were gonna do it next week, and then we got the water tower call. So everything's kind of put on hold until the water tower is good and back up and running. But as soon as we do that, they'll have water common area within the next couple of weeks. That's all I got.
You gotta put a lock on it, give
Yep,
them
I
a
got
key
one
and
that's got a lock, and we'll give them a key so they can unlock it and good to go.
so what was the purpose for the sandpaper on the bridge? Well,
So, yeah, so many years it builds up like a brine type. I don't know what it actually is.
Especially when it got wet
And
again.
so when it was getting wet, it was slippery. And so we pressure washed it, we sanded it down and applied that strips on there. Again, they're either getting pulled up or they're not holding up, so.
I don't know if there would potentially be a better
Yeah.
option when those planks need to be replaced versus putting new wood ones in that would be better for that. Cause they've been there a few years now. I mean, and they're gonna need to be replaced at some point.
Yeah.
And it probably.
There
not
was
too
a
far.
couple of them that were kind of bowing as well that popped up. So I don't know. I think Joe's on the right path. That might be placement here soon.
they're
Mhm.
treated, just treated lumber.
So I'm not
They
sure
surely
what
aren't
they
4
put in
quarter
there.
deck boards. They're 2x6, aren't they? 2x8
I think 2x8. Yeah.
treated. Just treated lumber would be hard to stick anything to.
But they may make some kind of composite material that
Mhm.
might be better. I can find out.
Well, it might last longer too. You never know. 'Cause those wood planks will always need to be replaced
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. All right, that's all
Anybody
I-
else have anything for Tyler Seats?
I saw it and I didn't have the heart to text you.
What?
The rippage. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know what it was and I didn't have the heart to text you. So
That's okay.
How come you didn't put those down better?
yeah.
Kathy?
Nothing.
Do I have any questions for Kathy? Tony?
I don't have any news on the extraterritorial zoning jurisdiction matter. Haven't heard anything back from Miami County about that. And I don't think I have any other old business on Railroad Street. Don't have I guess on that one, I don't have any other update on that yet. So I'll get back in touch with Mark Root again. So it's kind of par for the course. That's how it's been in the past. So that's all the old business I've got. So.
Any other old business not on the agenda? No, we'll look. New business, 2026 budget. We had a public hearing on it earlier this evening. Had some discussion. Any more discussion on the 2026 budget? If not, look for a motion to adopt it.
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion from Tyler and a second from Don to adopt the 2026 budget. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
You guys could sign that. Okay. And also, here was the reduction paperwork that we always do every year. That one, we can reduce some of this year and carry it forward to next year. I need all these signed by you guys also, please. I'm going to submit this evening, then we're done. Each one of those, so.
Any other old, or I'm sorry, any other new business that's not on the agenda? There was, I guess. Although I better not do that. I'll have them all out of order.
Okay. I'm fine.
On the bottom, then they'll be in order. There you go. Okay, guess we're down to the council members. Don, do you have anything?
Airport board met Monday. And Adrian Hovermill is willing to come on the council, the board. Aviation board approved him. This board just needs to approve it.
Adrian Hovermill, we need to approve him
Yes.
as an appointment to the aviation board.
Yes.
Okay, are you making that motion?
I am making that motion.
I'll second.
Motion from Don, second from Tyler to appoint Adrian Hovermill to the aviation board. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is he replacing somebody? Did we have a vacancy? Okay,
Kevin Holcomb.
Okay.
Resigned.
he resigned. Okay.
Zach, Ed.
Zach, was Kevin before that? We've had two here.
And then you have Zach.
Okay. So Zach, yeah.
So it's
Yeah, yeah.
completely filled at this time then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Don?
That's it.
So contract, you guys are gonna get as much rent next year as you got the last time?
Wow.
Wow. Guess not, huh?
The communication with the farmer, and the farmer's not very happy. Like, he won't be bidding that much again.
Farm economy is not as lucrative as it was then. Okay, Tyler?
I have nothing.
Okay. I don't have anything either, other than I did get a call, I guess, earlier today from Dylan Sparks with Bunnell Surveying. So I guess they are either closing in on that project to get that easement created. I'm going to call him in the morning. I didn't get a chance to call him back today, so I'm not sure, but he left me a message. I saw him calling while I was on another call. So that's all I've really got.
Are they looking to build an alley or a rock
Gravel.
area to get back there? Is that the,
I'm thinking-
it's, I mean, you know, it's tight.
It's extremely tight. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, there's really no point in doing it if we can't get the back truck back there. That's the main thing we need to get back there is that
Yeah.
back truck. So if it's not big enough for the back truck,
You don't have 10 feet? Width, 10 feet?
We need more.
More than that.
Wow. You need at least 6.
more than that. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
We walked with him 2 months ago or
Yeah.
more, probably, and gave him some guidance on what we were trying to accomplish. And so we'll see where he's been able to take that, I guess. So
Do we have, I know it would be, how do we get started to even get an idea of how much it would be to move the lift system to that little triangle lot?
Probably
Is it-
have to talk to our pump company, and then I'm assuming an engineering company.
Is that something that we can entertain looking at if it doesn't cost a lot of money to?
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I know it's going to be, but yeah, it's. I have a vested interest in where that easement goes, and I just didn't know if that's something that we can look at. If it makes sense long term. I know it is a lot of money, but
The hope was years ago that I was trying to work with the school when they were having problems with their septic out there or whatever they've got, their pond. And we were trying to convince them to come to Converse because we've got the capacity to take them on. And with that proposal, then it would have allowed us to do a new lift station at a better spot and change all that area there with the project. But and Oak Hill wouldn't have paid for any of it, of course, that would have been us. But because we were doing the project and able to do all that, we could have probably done it. And we were potentially going to be hooking up, maybe close to 50 people in that between Oak Hill and Converse also. But again, it's a complicated thing. Oak Hill has to get on board. And they weren't willing to do so, unless we paid for all the stuff for them practically up front. We couldn't hardly do that. So, then you have to have the Grant County Health Department be on board to require those people to hook up, even though it's a state law. Sometimes the local people don't like to enforce the state laws. So it was kind of complicated, but we didn't get there. Oak Hill wasn't ready to play, but that's always still a possibility. And that would be, if we could ever get that accomplished, that would be the time to do it. Like maybe there was some discussion that Switzer was trying to hook them up years ago with some of that ready money and things, but I don't know where that ever went. They didn't, I think Switzer was just trying, this is my opinion, of course, I think they were just trying to do it to solve their own problems as much as anything, because they were having all kinds of problems with that facility they built, and they were at capacity and everything else. So they wouldn't be able to take Oak Hill on without expanding. So they think they were just trying to expand and then correct some of the problems they had. But that never happened either. And I don't know if it ever even got really very far. If they just talked about it. I know they talked to the superintendent about it because she was talking to me about it. But
I can always talk to our pump guys, and they have more knowledge of that than I do, and kind of see what they say.
that would be greatly appreciated.
I can do that.
Yeah, and whatever larger steps we need to do, let me know, and I'll spearhead that if need be.
So the problem is it's all angling down to the creek, so the flow is all away from our station, so it has to be either really deep to get the flow coming back.
Well, that's just for the sewage.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't run uphill either.
That's why we have lift stations.
That's right.
Well,
You're on a hill,
if we're
you're on
gonna,
a bank.
we're gonna explore that, without the school, which, we can look at it, then we definitely should try to look at the homes on the south side in that area across from you. And the reason they're not hooked up is because we don't have the fall for it. And so you could add them. I think there are 6 or 7 homes there that you could, we'd have to come up with some type of a financial incentive for them to hook up that, I mean, they're gonna have to pay something, but there's no way you could, push near the true cost of that on them. You could push a portion of it on. Again, you're gonna have to have the backing of Grant County Health Department in order to do anything, but that would, if you're wanting to do it outside of that big project with the school, you need to be sure and try to include them on there at the same time.
And I obviously don't know how much it would cost, but I would bet that it's highly expensive. Just a heads up.
Or 1,000 minimum, but
$500,000 in bond.
so.
If the town's gonna expand, it's gonna expand south, and that's on the north side. That's consideration too, if we're gonna
Right.
thinking ahead where that lift station needs to be. Maybe the lift station just needs to be
It's just
further
bad
east.
that they put it in the way they did, because now it's just causing
Yeah.
nothing but problems.
It's,
Yeah.
you gotta access it.
Not only these, but I mean, the depth of it is not near deep enough, and there isn't enough fall and lots
Well,
of
there's too
problems.
much fall there. That's the problem. Everything falls down to the creek. It's all heading east. You gotta pump it. You gotta pump it west.
So all I've got. Anybody else have anything for the town this evening? Tony?
If I may, based upon the new trash and recycling contract, the GFL bid, I just want to get the town council authority for me to draft up a contract, combining the notice to the bidders and then also with the bid that was approved, and then get that drafted up for review by the town council as well as GFL. So we've got more terms in there than just the bid. And then also with regard to volunteer fire department contract, I think maybe they're already looking into getting a new contract signed for 2026. And so I was asking for permission to be able to draft up the contract for 2026. Contract that has been used historically is single page contract, and so I would suggest we maybe put in some more provisions in there to make things a little bit clearer. So
In regards to the GFL contract, I assume we could have that I assume we need to approve that, of course. We could have that approved at the next meeting and sent to them. That'd be, I guess, October. That ought to give them time to review it. I don't want to, definitely don't want to slow down the potential start date of their service, which is January 1 or whatever, because we're not definitely want to stay with this same company. We're not getting very good service right now. And that's not, I know it's not just us, it's everybody else that they're having these issues with, 2 other towns, but
I'm Chris Levering. I moved here June 1st of 2018 from West Virginia, born and raised there. And I moved out here sight unseen to Lakeview Mobile Home Park. I've been there, finally got moved into the best trailer out there. I'm too close to owning it, Lee, but my neighbors drive me crazy with their crap. But anyway, Converse is nice. I've not had anything bothered or messed with. It's a nice little town. I just have had some health issues and Haven't been able to get out much till now and thought I'd come and start getting more involved in the town and meeting people and letting them know who I am. And it's a nice place. I love Indiana. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's who I am and why I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Meet
you coming. Thank you for your introduction. So I guess let's go ahead and look for a motion to give Tony authorization to draft a contract to GFL. Do we need to bring that back here for approval then, I assume, next month?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, in under statute, for those contracts, again, because it exceeds $25,000 here, that you still have to have kind of we had the public hearing to consider the bids, and then and so we did that, and I would just suggest, because we would have another statute, have a written resolution to show the acceptance. And then I would just submit with that resolution, that contract is part of it. And what I'd like to do is, just at that next meeting, and I'd like to get that contract emailed out to the town council in advance so they can have an opportunity to review it, and as opposed to being dropped on you guys here that same night. And then that contract will be presented at the next meeting, approved, and then have that resolution adopt that contract, and then submit that then for review by GFL, and go that route. But I'd have it drafted up so that's got protections for the town, and then also but be fair, of course, to GFL. So
Is there gonna be any language in it that's not in their contract that they would not accept? I mean,
well, they don't have a contract. That's
well,
This is just
The
a
bid.
bid agreement again.
Yeah.
but
yeah,
that
that
is a binding contract.
well, it's a bid, but you need to have more than just the dollar amount. You need to have, for instance, if there's, like, for instance, with Republic, where maybe there's not being pickup of recycling, there should be some terms in there that specifies what a breach of the contract is, and also, whether the town can prorate its payments if there's a failure to perform, that type of thing. So, and Republic's contract was 2 pages, very short, and so I think with the next contract, you want to have more meat on them bones.
Protection for the town.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep. So
Yeah.
So do we have a motion to have Tony move forward with the contract for GFL?
Motion.
No, second.
Motion from Tyler, second from Don to authorize Tony to go ahead and work on a contract with GFL for trash and recycling. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, thank you.
and then is it okay on the
On the
fire protection
department,
contract for
we need to
2026?
authorize him also to work on a little more detailed contract with the fire department, which he can bring to us next month for 2026.
Motion.
Second.
Have they come to us yet for any sort of,
They just gave it to us verbally. I mean, they emailed or mailed it to us. Yeah. They were asking for a increase for 2026.
I think we gave him an increase of $1,000 last year. We did probably the first
For
time
this
that
year. Mhm.
we did for a while because they were paid probably more than most communities our size in the area. So we got a motion from Tyler and a second from Don to authorize Tony to go ahead and draft up a contract, a proposed contract for the fire for 2026. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, thank you. Anything else for the town this evening? If not, we'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Motion from Don, second from Tyler to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.